Hello and welcome back to Stranded D, welcome back to Pacific Paradise, and welcome back to this island we are creating. We are once again on the PC version of the game, Steam version of the game, and we are in the map editor, the cartographer, and we've been making this island for a while. This is our Caldera, our volcano in the South Pacific, and we've done quite a few bits to it. We have things like the World War II forts, we have plants and things in the caldera now. It's kind of coming together, but what we don't have is a clear view of the island. So what I was thinking is at this midpoint through construction, because there's a few areas that we need to focus on, there are things that we need to add, things like resource materials, plants, we need to add physics items, we need to add animals. But I don't know how well this island works, so what I'm going to do is go back to the cartographer, pop it in the world, and just go and have a look. And here we are back in the cartographer on the PC version of the game. We have Dizzy's Reach right here, and we have a red circle on the map around an island, and that red circle is around the island we are currently occupying or currently saved on. So what I'll do is I'll grab the icon, and I'll drag it to a nearby island. It's worth saying that I've already backed up my save game, so I've backed up all the files. I'm not going to be overwriting our main playthrough. But I'll just hit apply now. Boom, and it's done. Our custom island is now in the world. So I'm just going to go back to the main menu and play. And here we are in the main game itself. Yeah, we have beaches, we have, well, presumably sharks and various other bits and pieces around, and we also have weather, time, tide, and as we get close to the beach itself, we have all of the surface detail that we don't get in the actual map editor. So I'm just going to hit the / button, and I'm going to type dev.god to turn God mode off. There we go. We are now walking. It is wonderful. Good. So we're just going to do a little explore. And I think, oh, gee, that's terrifying. I think what we're going to do is just take it section by section in terms of the island itself. So I'm kind of curious as to a few things. Like, we spent time adding this. We put a hole underneath the dock itself, and that was a very deliberate choice that we made. But one of the things that I was curious about was, can you jump on the beach to the bow of the ship? Can you? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Sort of. I kind of biffed the jump. Let's try that again. Let's get the run going. And yep, just about. Good. Excellent. Now we do know that there's some underwater cliffs here. Oh, that works quite well. Yeah, that works very well. The cliffs are definitely here. There's definitely rock and things here. That's the abyss out there. So I'm not going to go too far in that direction. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, how that turned out, actually. Good. Staying in this zone then, we have the World War II forts. And I'm going to go up here. We added this a couple of episodes ago, but it was here. I was wondering if there was something going to poke through the ground. It doesn't look like it. There's nothing poking up. There's nothing egregious. Our Mediterranean hillside, which doesn't have any of the grass on it. None of this ground texture, none of this ground foliage. It's looking pretty good though. Could do with a little bit more detail. A little bit more something. And I guess we have to do a little jump over here. So that's the radar post. And this is the top of one of the forts. Now we know, if we go down there, we can actually see, hopefully we can go inside. Yeah, very clean inside. Can we crouch? Oh, there's a hole. I didn't know that was there. Right, cool, excellent. So yes, we can get in and out there, just about. This is all sealed up deliberately. Yeah, this works quite well. And obviously there's a cargo ship underground. Can we go through the cables? No. We also have this, which is a full building. Oh, interesting. I'll take those rations. Don't mind if I do. Let's have a little look inside. So yeah, we've got some bits and pieces. Any of these boats that have been put in the ground as a building. I got a knife. Any of these boats that have been put in the ground as a building will have treasure sort of on them. That works quite well. That's very clean, very flush to the floor. And then, oh, we added this. We added a bunch of rocks here so you can't go down the side of the building. I just want to check this. What happens if you... Oh, look at that. There is definitely a potential to get stuck there with these iron beams, steel beams. Curious. Curious and more curious. And for the people who are not wary, yeah, you can just fall straight down into the fort itself. I believe our... Oh, I believe our raft is over there. I think it is, actually. Neat. Palm trees. Can we reach... I got a coconut. I can't do anything with it. Let's just drop this stuff because we're not going to hold on to it. Neat. So we also have these steps over here, which are going to be slightly annoying because you're just going to have to jump up them. And it's only 2 jumps, so that's not a problem. It's looking pretty good. Oh, I know what we can do. Yes. Is there a... Obviously the Caldera is there, but I know there's another path up. Because we put little posts up there. I think it's the other side of that. Let's go down and have a look in here. I don't think there's too much in here. Yeah, we put the rock wall. Open the door so we can get in here. Which, yeah, can of beans. Neat. I think everything in here is just going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So if you wanted to have a camp going on in here, throw a campfire down there or something, and that would be absolutely acceptable. We put a rock here so you can actually jump up and down. Oh, it's the walkway. That's the walkway in front of the lava flow. All right, let's go back up the top and have a little look at the Caldera. What's the time of day? 13:28. Okay, there. Dot time space 10. Let's just change the time of day to 10 o'clock. So it's now 10:02. Yeah, I'm going to be using console commands because otherwise it's going to be very tricky just to navigate this island and see everything without it getting dark or us getting hungry or burnt by the sun. So yeah, hopefully around... Where was it? Oh, it's the other side of here, wasn't it? And the other thing you find as you start navigating around on foot instead of floating as a camera up in the sky is all the pathways that a player may or may not take. Oh, it's up here. I think we should probably remove that. And then what we did here is the Caldera. Can we step on this? Yes, we can. The Caldera itself. Oh, the plants. Okay, so it's worth noting that we've got a few mods running here. So the LOD mod, which means the level of detail is maintained across the entire Caldera. I can recommend that. If you haven't downloaded the mod, it's in the description. LOD mod is the one mod you should definitely have. You can kind of make out the hole in the middle of the Caldera where the cave is. We're definitely going to have to explore that. I'm curious as to know whether it's put any seaweed or anything down there. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, these look fine. Oh, the other thing we could probably do. Run around the top. Yep, absolutely fine, yeah. I did wonder if this would be a highway around the island, and it does look kind of like that is a thing. Right, let's go down here. Did we say we were putting some rocks in places, and if you fell off them, it was your own fault. Okay, cool. So we have this. This is the walkway that we spent so long putting in over the lava flow. Oh, there we go. It's all right. End of the walkway is just kind of poking out. It's the abyss down here, isn't it? Ooh, isn't that just absolutely terrifying? And that's the entrance to the lava. Oh, gee, that's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. That is incredibly deep. Oh, I'm getting out the water. Oh, sea urchin. That's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. That's absolutely terrifying. Well, have fun with that. The pathway that we spent so long making. Okay, yeah, does this work? Well, hopefully, yeah, we can jump over these steps with a single bound. Oh yeah, just following this up, it doesn't really matter about these rocks because you're not really focused on it. Okay, and this is the other way into the Caldera. That's works quite well. So I was thinking about putting a pathway down here, and I think that's going to work. Yeah, definitely a pathway down, basically the same as this. Alright, well, go and investigate the Caldera. I guess towards the end. Let's see, we've got another pathway up here as well. This is one of those pathways that we haven't finished yet. Oh, you're flying. Well, probably need to deal with that, so make a mental note of it. But this pathway seems to work quite well. Good. And it should... Alright, I think we should probably push this back a little bit, this wall here. Give ourselves a little bit more of a gap. That's kind of cool. We've got the woods up here. Which... I like this. Yeah, having the trees on the beach does add a bit of depth. You need something around you. Like a rock or something. Oh! Okay. Jump. Oh, I think I broke something. Alright, alright. That ain't good. Let's see. We need a splint. I was thinking, oh, you could just make gauze. Nope. What is a splint? Hang on a minute. Ah, it sticks. Are there any resources on the island that we can turn into... Sorry, I'm going to need to chop down a tree real quick. Didn't think that was going to be a thing. Let's do that. 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Right, that was a little bit more than necessary. Have we got a lashing anywhere? Yes. So can we make a... Nope. Modded? Consumables? Store. Oh, it's consumables, isn't it? Splint. It's 2 lashings. Okay. Ooh, what is it? Fibrous leaf lashing? I can't remember where it's supposed to be here. Lashing, leaves fibrous. Well, let's just do this. Let's do that. Let's craft a thing. And then craft ourselves a vehicles, farming, story, consumables. There we go. Splendid. Done. So we should be able to just run up here. Oh, interesting. There is, in fact, a maximum... yeah, we can't just Morrowind our way all the way up to the top. The maximum, it's like slopiness that you can... Okay. So I think that the problem is jumping when you're going downhill is a slight issue. And also, toggling run! Nope, it's not Minecraft. There we go. Done. Done! That's one of the skelly bobs. So he's got... Oh, tin of beans. Neat. And this is very close to the abyss, so there's not a lot down there. Yeah, this is deep water. And you can see this is the deep water waves. And basically the deep water waves just come up right against the island, because here the beach is at its narrowest. We just drop down. Boop. Oh, we take a bit more damage. We've got almost no health. What is going on? Nom. There we go. That should sort us out. Cool. Yes, the waves basically just come straight up onto the beach here. Let's get a hand out of water. Little shark check real quick, because it's so deep you could probably get a deep water shark spawning. And it does happen on the PC version. Oh, that's not too bad under there. Alright. So this is the accepted way up. Oh, wait. We spent ages doing these trees. Oh, this works really well, actually. Look at that pathway through there. Oh, that's beautiful. I think we should probably do more of this. And other places on the island. Whoops. Yeah. This is looking pretty neat. Alright, and this is the last area because we can see the aeroplane. Alright, what I'm going to do is go back, run around the top real quick. So we've got some floating trees. That is just about doable as a jump, but it's probably going to break some people's legs, which is fine. I don't mind that. So a little jump in here, have a little look around. Okay, this works. This will all be just random stuff. So whenever you open a container, it'll be random. You can never really tell. Oh, this was a lower pathway that we put in. It's not really signposted as such, and the plant might be a little bit in the way. I mean, it works. It works quite well. It works better in that direction, I think. Okay, time of day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's starting to get a little bit dark. Dev.time 10. So dev.console space true is how you get the console up, and then it's / after that. So we spent ages putting this in, and this was the walkway around the top. That's smooth. These rocks here, because there's basically nothing underneath them. Cool. Got some rocks and stuff there. Ah, we need to check Amelia. Ah, another walkway suspended. For your pleasure. Yeah, it works quite well. I like that. Coming into the game itself, after being in the map editor, you get the different lighting, you get the different LOD, you get the different waves and wave patterns. Oh, hello. The end of the bridge is sticking out there. Okay. Just grab that. What's the failure state? Well, you're not going to break anything, but you are going to end up in the deep water. Which, out here, could mean kissing a shark right on the teeth. Oh, boom, straight in the water. Oh, I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Hello, how are you? Well, that's the coconut that we put there. Yeah, there's a box here that we didn't anticipate. I think that is it's not a physics object the player can interact with. I mean, we can stand on it. But if you hit it with another physics object, it counts as like an anchored raft. Physics objects. Punt physics objects. Yeah. And there we go. Well, what did that say? Survival compass. Ooh, did not help you. Anyway, airplane. This was something we put in. Let's see what's going on in here. Well, engine parts. This is just making sure you can actually navigate it with the water in the position that it is. Sometimes it just makes it quite difficult. And if we go over to the back of the plane, is that hanging out over the abyss? Ooh, kind of is. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Is very close to the nothing is the back of the plane. That works quite well though, with the brake just on the rocks. I like that. Good. So the airplane is good. I just think we could use a little more detail. A little more detail here and there. Yeah. Okay. Some of the jumps are a little tricky, but yeah, detail here and there. Coconut that we threw down. Let's see if we can get ourselves into the Caldera. Let's run up here. Yeah, I do quite like spamming the spacebar. I think this might be way too steep, but let's give it a go. Nope, it's fine. Oh, this could be another way in. Yeah. Okay, let's see how steep this is. I feel we might break something. Nope, we're okay. I'm not entirely sure I like that there. It's fine. But yeah, and like I said, the Caldera is so big. It's so big that having nothing here, you just wouldn't get a sense of scale. If I look over here, there's almost no sense of scale until we have tree. So maybe other things give sense of scale. I'm not entirely sure. As long as tree, or maybe something over there as well, so that something is always in your vision, or something that's always in your eye line. And here's the thing. There's tree tops here and there, and even the top of the radar mast. There's really not much once you're in the Caldera to show that anything's going on outside. You are kind of isolated from the world in here. Let's see. 1242. There's no boxes or anything there. And then we have... Ooh. Oh, interesting. What is that? Oh, that's the edge of the sand. Alright, what I'll do is I'll change the time of day real quick. So let's do this. Time of day, let's set it to 10 o'clock. Dev.time space 10. Check a food and water sitch real quick. It's fine. Health is fine. It just means that we got better light underwater from 10 till 12. 12 is overhead, midday. I'm kind of terrified about going down there. And I made it. Hang on a second. I'm going to hit /. In fact, no, I'm going to show you how to do this. So it's dev.console space TRUE. Dev.console true, and that will say success, and then it's, so that's backslash, and this is /. So backslash brings that up, / brings that up on the keyboard. If you're an American keyboard, it might be tilde, or I don't know. Might be something different. Americans have to be different. So do we have an air tank? Oh, actually, if we go all the way down, mod C air tank. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's see the modified air tank. Got a bit more stuff in it. Cool. Right. Got the turbo air, which will help. I know there's nothing down here. I know there's nothing down here. I made... Oh, interesting. The game has put a rock down here. So this is not going to be here. Actually, look. Let's grab some air. And the flare went out immediately. Okay. Oh. Well, that didn't help at all. We put the mask on and that's not helped one bit. We are a long way down. The interesting thing that I'm looking at is the fact that there is no coral or anything on the floor. Oop. Let's grab some more air. Okay, let's see if we can get all the way to the end of this tunnel on one lungful of air. Yeah, this is absolutely terrifying. We're going to need to put stuff down here then. I think that's the message, the take-home message. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, and then the game's put some rocks and stuff out here. And I think, look at this. The game put rocks here. This is not something we've put here. This is something the game has put here. So it's so deep. It's actually messing up the way the game puts stuff into the world. Doop. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So there are a few things that I'm going to need to look at. Add more stuff to the Caldera to give it a sense of depth and scale. Definitely. Fix those trees over there. And where we have the forest, where we have stuff on the beach itself, that is... we need more of that, definitely. So places like this, which you can kind of see the brush marks, everything's been scooped out but hasn't been finished yet. We need to do stuff with this. Good, excellent. So we've not done it for naught. It's looking pretty good. In all honesty, it's looking pretty good. But there are some refinements, things like the ends of bridges poking out right there. Yeah, the depth of this, we could probably make it slightly less deep. Just because we can. I have my head torch on still. Just because we can. There's no gap. There shouldn't be any gaps here. We did make this so we could climb all the way at the top of the lava flow. After all, yeah. So maybe some trees here, maybe something here, just so that the player always has something in their eye line to sort of denote how big this place actually is. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Maybe slightly shallower. How shallow do we need to go? Interesting. Seagulls, they just appear. Let's just check by throwing ourselves once more into the ocean. And what does that get us? Well, we can actually see a line where the coral stops. Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, the frickin' urchin. I made mental note of that. And then it still got me. Right, so the coral stops about here. About level with the bottom of this. That is not going to help at all. Because we need to go deeper. There's some here, which is... yeah, still level with the bottom of that. Okay, interesting, interesting. So that's the midpoint of the island. We've got a bunch of stuff that we need to go around and do. We've got a bunch of things that we need to add. We've got a bunch of creatures. We've got a bunch of resources. We've got a bunch of everything. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here for the time being. If you like this, definitely leave a little like. Leave a subscribe if you want to see more. If you want notifications, dingle the bingle. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.